Hey, did you eat yet? I'm Victor, and today we're going to explore Alameda, an island full of delicious Southeast Asian food gems. Alameda is a small island neighboring Oakland, and somewhere I spent a few years of my childhood, where I went to Hay Elementary and Wood Middle School for a little bit growing up. I lived in Alameda for a few years around the time the pandemic hit, and fell in love with this little island and all of its small businesses. Even though I don't live in Alameda anymore, I'm still out here at least every couple weeks to get my haircuts on Webster. We always find ourselves back in Alameda to eat, and realized a while back there's so many good Southeast Asian restaurants, ranging from Vietnamese, Laotian, Cambodian, Thai, Burmese, and Indonesian. And these are all places I would go to Alameda for specifically, just to have. Today, we're meeting up with Kendra, an Alameda local and resident food expert.
Hi, I'm Kendra. I'm a Bay Area foodie and I'm also a content creator. I never saw Alameda as a foodie destination before I lived here, but in the recent years, I'm realizing that there are a lot of people who come out of town just to eat in Alameda.
In this episode, we meet some Alameda restaurant owners, chat with locals, and highlight some of my favorite spots in town. Let's go eat. Bacogai is a Vietnamese restaurant in Alameda, started by three best friends who met back in their days as students at Alameda High.
So we are Bacogai. This is Emily. This is Kayla, and then my name is Khan. We all grew up in Alameda. We all went to Alameda High School, and we kind of drifted away.
I think COVID brought it back together. At the time, we had nothing to do.
Yeah.
We knew y'all had no plan. Do you know what I mean? So we're like, let's get together.
Yeah.
So we met at my apartment, and we just hang out, cook, catch up. We were all still working full time, right? We have a full-time job, but we wanted to do something else too, and then wanted to do something kind of together.
Bacogai opened up at the end of 2022, and we tried Bacogai for the first time a couple months after they first opened. We never had Vietnamese hot pot before, and we were blown away, and went back again the very next week. Even though the menu's small, there's a lot to explore, and everything is really good.
Our menu focuses on dishes that's not really a typical Vietnamese, dishes that you will eat every day. We call it like not so everyday food. When you think of a Vietnamese potluck, people always bring some sort of salad, which is gỏi in Vietnamese. Egg roll is like always a must, as well as some sort of bánh hoi, which is a woven vermicelli noodle. And hot pot is always something that is like a way to finish
The meal.
So then she's really good at making hot pot, and then we noticed that there's no Vietnamese hot pot around the East Bay, so then we want to introduce that to the community.
So we thought like, okay, we'll introduce that type of culture, like a family gathering type of culture.
The hot pot is delicious. The broths are all very different, and each hot pot option is crafted with different ingredients to specifically fit each broth.
This is for their canh chua, which is like how I describe it, is almost like a Vietnamese sinigang. So it's very sour, tamarind, but a little bit sweeter because it has pineapples. It's a seafood broth. I just tried it and was like, wait, I've been missing out. So now I order this one every time. This is their shaking beef, their bánh hoi platter with woven rice noodles. This is their duck salad, which I get every single time. It's so good with the shrimp chips. You have the pork bone marrow broth, which is very rich and meaty. We just have a side of Angus beef as an extra.
If you've never had Vietnamese hot pot before, Bacogai is a must stop the next time you're in Alameda. The best Texas barbecue in the Bay is at Fix Q, a new Indo-Texas barbecue restaurant in Alameda. Run by an Indonesian couple, Fik and Reka, they're serving up your traditional Texas barbecue items, but also some delicious Indonesian favorites. The couple has created a menu that introduces customers to Indonesian cuisine, while also adding in so much depth with smoked meats into the dishes.
My name is Reka. I am the owner of Fix Q BBQ.
Hi, I'm Fik, the owner-operator of Fix Q Craft Barbecue out here in Alameda. I make barbecue.
My husband Fik does the Texas-style craft barbecue, and I would take what he crafts into my own craft, which is the Indonesian dishes.
We started selling because of the pandemic. I lost my job, and we took pre-orders, and it was like delivery because all the restaurants were closed. We had friends that were supporting, like, hey, I'll buy your stuff. I would say after about a year, we were kind of like contemplating, hey, maybe the next step would be get a food truck or do like location pop-up, or the ultimate one would be opening up a restaurant.
Fix Q opened up the restaurant in Alameda in early 2024, and it's one of my favorite restaurants in the entire Bay Area. I'm obsessed with Texas barbecue, and they do it well. Fix mastered the barbecue staples, including his brisket and his dino ribs. Beautifully smoked, juicy, tender, with a beautiful bark. And then there's a whole other menu of Indonesian food by Reka. I'm not as familiar with Indonesian cuisine, and I was so impressed by all these dishes that perfectly complemented the barbecue so well.
The main goal is just trying to bridge cultures, trying to introduce not only Texas barbecue in the Bay Area, but also Indonesian food, because not a lot of people know about Indonesian food and it's very underrepresented. There's not like a lot of Indonesian restaurants. That's why we want to introduce that. So by having Texas barbecue, it's a great segue. When people see our menu, they're like, oh, what's this Indonesian food? So for those that are not familiar, it's a great start.
Fix Q is one of those spots you make a trip to Alameda for, and it's my favorite spot that's opened up this year. Big shout out to Fix Q for elevating Texas barbecue and Indonesian food in the Bay. Fix Q is also opening up a second location in San Francisco early next year. Banh Mi Vane is a modern Lao and Thai restaurant in Alameda that opened up just before the pandemic hit, when we were still living in Alameda, and was a spot where we ordered a lot of takeout from early on. We were so excited when they finally started doing dine-in again, and have gone back a lot since.
Banh Mi Vane is also one that I always recommend to people. I just feel like the food is very authentic. They offer a lot of things that you can't find at a lot of other Thai or Lao restaurants.
The restaurant was started by two sisters inspired by their mother's recipes, and uses local and seasonal ingredients to create a unique twist with modernizing traditional Lao and Thai cuisine. There's a lot of items off their specialty dishes menu that we always order, including the saku, a steamed savory tapioca ball dish, stuffed with ground pork and peanuts. It's served with lettuce, fried peppers, fried garlic, and herbs so you can make your own little wraps. We also got their stewed beef with lemongrass, mushrooms, and Thai eggplant. Some more favorites we get are the papaya salad, the plak kapau, the crispy pork belly, and their crab fried rice. There's a huge menu here, and I'm sure there's a lot more delicious items we haven't tried yet. You can never get tired of the options available here. If you're in the area, Banh Mi Vane is a great stop for a dinner with family and friends. Burma Superstar is one of the most popular Burmese restaurants in the Bay Area, and has been a staple in Alameda since the late 2000s.
Another great restaurant in Alameda is Burma Superstar. That's actually a main restaurant that I notice a lot of people do come to Alameda for, just because it is such a Bay Area staple. So Burma Superstar was one of the first Burmese restaurants in the Bay Area. The owner actually created what tea leaf salad is here in the Western world, because in Burma it's actually eaten as just like a fermented leaf, but here it's blended into a dressing. So it's very unique. Someone asked me the other day how I would describe it, and I would just say it is a perfect baby of all of the countries that border it. So you get like influences from China, Laos, Thailand, India, so that's why there's like curries, but then it's very unique with their own spices. Definitely one of those cuisines that a lot of people don't know about, but are so familiar with all the other influences that it draws from, so it's like you're always going to find something that you like or that is somewhat familiar to you.
Burma Superstar was my introduction to Burmese food a long time ago, and it's always been undoubtedly one of my favorite cuisines. Of course, you start off with the world famous tea leaf salad, which you can also grab a kit to go to take home. The plata, a multi-layered pan-fried buttery flatbread, is always insanely good, which is paired with their curry dip. The noodles are always great, and all their curry entrees are delicious. I'm not sure I've ever had bad Burmese food, to be honest, and I don't think there's any misses on the menu. I've lost count the amount of times I've eaten at Burma Superstar location in Alameda over the years, and it'll always be one of my favorites in town. Alameda has become a food destination over the years for the Bay Area, as there's so many great options you can find in such a small town. Aside from Bacogai, Fix Q, Banh Mi Vane, and Burma Superstar that I highlighted, there's a lot more Southeast Asian favorites in Alameda. Side Street Pho was always our go-to pho spot on the island when we lived in Alameda, with a huge menu of Vietnamese classics and their own specialties. Phnom Penh is a Bay Area classic I highlighted already in a past video, but we used to live right by the Alameda location, and it was a weekly takeout order for us, especially for the eggplant pork dish. And we recently tried Mae Thai for the first time, a newer Thai spot that just opened up on Park Street with a delicious authentic Thai menu. Alameda even has Jollibee opening up soon too, which is always a delicious fast food option.
It's truly a blessing to be here. I feel like it's growing to be a destination spot. But along with the Alamedians, it's like hearing from them that they're happy for us to be here. That means more than anything to us.
I do feel like people sleep on Alameda. It's just not somewhere people think that they could go have fun at, but I'm like, I've had some of the best nights just bar hopping down from Lemon Drop to Town Tavern to Lucky 13, stopping by restaurants, getting a shot at a restaurant. Like, I think that it's coming up and I'm excited about it, and I'm really, really proud and excited to just be an Alameda resident during this exciting time.
Thanks for watching this episode highlighting some of my favorite spots in Alameda, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.